Hi, this is Rich McHugh here. I'm going to give you a quick overview of Trello to show you how you could use it for your open inquiry or your tech inquiry projects. Start off by clicking the Sign Up button on the top right here. You go through, fill out your form using the email address that you want to use. Just to reiterate, you don't need to use Trello, but we recommend you use it if you can, but we'll accommodate you if you would like to use another method to keep track of your inquiry projects. Assuming you have signed up, you'll get in. Let me just get in here with my username. And after you've signed up, you need to send the email address that you're going to be using to your instructor. Or we're going to have a form for you to fill out to give us some other information about your blog address. Please provide your email address there. After your instructor has invited you to the board, if you click on the boards on the left here, you'll see the board that you've been welcomed to. And I'm just going to click on this one. It'll look very blank like this. We suggest that you add a few lists to the boards. One of the lists should be inquiry questions. Another board we suggest would be to do. Another one is doing, and the last one is done. After you've created these lists, you can now create some cards in these lists. So let's say I click on this card here, and I'll put in our tiny houses do cost effective in Greater Victoria? Question. Hit enter, and it's created a card for me. I'm going to switch to another board that I filled out with some other cards just to save some time. And you can see here I've created a number of cards. So if I click on this first one, I've added an image. I've added a description here. I can close this. And if I want to, I can, let's say that I want to start working on this, I could drag this from the inquiry question formulation into the doing list. Or if I'm not ready to do that, I can bring it back over to that list. The other thing you can do is create checklists. So I've broken down my question, my open inquiry question, into a number of smaller questions to answer. One of them is, where can tiny homes be sited in Greater Victoria? So I've created a checklist with all of the municipalities. So as I contact them and find out if they're tiny house friendly, I can check them off. The other thing that you can do is link to Google Documents. So you can see here, if you click on attachment, you can paste in a link to a Google document there, which is what I've done. And if I click here, it'll open up a Google document that I created and started working on. Let's see what else here. I'll show you how to add a checklist. If this one here, if I wanted to add a checklist to this, I click on the checklist button. I can give it another name, but this name's good enough for me. So I've added a checklist, and thing 1, item 2, etc. And then as you check them off, you get a nice indication of how far along you are. I can also add photos. So if I click on the attachment button, click on computer, I will, let's see here, I will add a picture up top there. If I want to, I can add a due date. So let's say I want to make sure I have this done by next Friday. I'll save that, and it'll email me a reminder when it's done. The other thing we can also do, this is where you'd add a description. Just testing. But down here you can also add comments. So let's say that I would want to get some feedback from Dr. Irvin. I will put, can you let me know what you think at Valerie Irvin, and then she'll get a notification that she was mentioned in this post. She has permissions to see this post as well. I'm going to take that out and hit save. There we go. So this is the basics of Trello. Like I said, you can drag things around, you can edit, you can put in lists, you can attach documents and pictures. If you have any questions, come up and see me in class or send me an email at rmcq@uvic.ca. Take care. Bye-bye.